Hey guys, it's Candy. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, Natural Hair Dynamics, and today's video is going to be pretty quick, pretty simple, and wearing a, yes, believe it or not, this is a crochet braid hairstyle. It looks like natural hair, right? Love it so much. It could actually literally go for another couple weeks. I'm not even kidding, but I have to remove it for a number of reasons. One, pretty much it's grown out. Shout out to my growth, going on 4 weeks. I think this is a decent amount of hair growth. And two, I have a couple of brands that I have to review for, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove these so that I can get that done. Right, so what I wanted to do is just show you guys pretty much how I remove particularly my curly crochet braid styles. All crochet braid styles are not removed the same way. Let me make that clear, because you do not want to go ahead and cut at the roots of your hair, especially if you have it installed using the individual method, because you would have been cutting your own hair. All right, so for this particular look where all of your hair is braided down, this is how you go about removing them. All right guys, so the first thing I want, every time I look at my hair I don't want to take it down. Yeah, but I have to take it down because it looks pretty bad underneath. Yeah. Anyway, so the first thing I want to do is just start with one row. And I'm gonna just use my clip to pin the rest back. Get that out of the way. And guys, what I want to show you is that you can actually see the knots all along the braid. So what I'm gonna do is actually cut the hair right exactly below the knot. Be sure to not let the scissors get away from you, because if you do, you might just be in tears. All right, so you have to be very careful. It's easy to remove, however it takes pretty much a lot of care and attention. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Let me just start by doing a little section first, and this is where my knot stops. And so I'm cutting below the knot. So my braided hair should be nowhere in the danger zone as long as I do that. See? So what should happen if your hair is not extremely matted, and that can happen if you wear your style for too long, you have a lot of buildup on your cornrows and it becomes more difficult for you to remove your braided hair from your cornrows. If there's no issue with that, then it should slip off pretty easily once you hold on to this section up here and pull. It will pretty much easily be removed. Ta-da! So there's the other piece of your crochet braiding here, and I would just go ahead and do the same thing all along, easily, pretty easy. All right. So the hardest part is to make sure that you don't cut your hair. Once you have that mastered, there's no issue. I'm gonna go ahead again and cut. And if you want to be very cautious, you can go a little bit below the knot. But yeah, if you're a pro, then you just go ahead and cut as close to the base as possible, because it makes the other part of the hair easier to slide off. You understand me? Yep. Easy breezy. For the back now, it's a little bit more care for the back. So I'm gonna leave the back for when I'm off camera. Yes, because I'm not playing no games. Playing no games with my hair at all at this junction. Alright, again, I have much more growth. a new braid. Again, I'm cutting as close as possible to my knot. Alright, so this is the second row that I'm on, and again, just going ahead and just using my fingers to pull off the other section of hair. Now guys, if you end up putting multiple knots, some types of crochet braiding hair requires multiple knots for the hair to be secured. So if you ended up putting a lot of knots in your crochet braid, you might find it a little bit harder for you to remove, you know, the remaining hair at the base of your cornrow. But if you only, you know, install using one or two knots, then it's easier to pull it off. Alright, so you see how easy that was? And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing now for my invisible part. That's where I wanted to show you. It's a little bit trickier for my invisible part, or your knotless parting, because it's a little bit of it's a little bit different in that section of the hair. Some slide off easier than others. I guess it depends on how many knots I use for the particular piece of hair. Alright, so now that that is, I'm missing here. Oh no. Yeah, so now that that is complete, let me go ahead and show you guys the portion of the hair where I had my invisible part. So with the invisible part, what is happening is that I have hair on both sides of the cornrow, whilst for the regular install, pretty much the knot is on top and it's just pretty much one row of hair, if you understand. So let me go back. So this was my invisible part. So if you separate the hair, you will actually see where there is actually two rows of hair on one cornrow. Same principle, just hold the hair, feel for the knots, because the knots won't be as easily detected as they were when you were doing the regular install. So you have to make sure to feel for them. And I can feel that this is where it is, but this is also where my cornrow is. So I'm gonna be a little bit less risky with this portion of hair and cut a little bit above. I can see where the knots are, but I'm not going to, you know, be very crazy and try to take them out without going a little bit above the knots. And this will be a little bit more difficult to remove, a little bit more toggling necessary, just because of the technique. But hey, it's not that difficult at all, trust me. Takes a little bit more finger work to get it out, but hey, it will happen. With a little bit of patience, it will happen. So for this one, you're kind of feeling where the hair was looped, and you just hold, you know, the loop itself and slide the hair off of the cornrow. Yeah. Alright, so now that the front is done, I'm going to be tackling the back, and I will do that off camera, and then I will come back and finish up with you guys. Okay guys, so we're pretty much done with removing all of the hair, and the next step is to take down your cornrows. Usually before that I apply some oil so that, you know, there is not any unnecessary breakage. I'm using my Shine On Mine by One True Natural Nourishing Oil Blend, which by the way is my old brand. Yes. So I'm just applying that to my hands, rubbing that all over my head. And what you want to do is find the end of your braid. Depending on the braid pattern, that could be anywhere, but for me, in the back I had somewhat of a beehive. So this is the end of my braid, which was, you know, tucked underneath the actual beehive. So I'm just following and finding it. Yeah, and once I find the end of the braid, then I just go ahead and simply start to take down the braid. Alright, and all my braids are connected, so pretty much this is the end of all of the braids joined together essentially. Guys, I'm still at it. I just realized or remembered that my hair was actually braided up in the back, and then a beehive in the middle, and then the front. So it's like a maze in here, you guys. So do not mind me. I'm taking it down, you best believe. So pretty much all you want to do is just go ahead and follow the braid and just undo the braid, and pretty much we're done removing your crochet braid style. And yeah. Okay guys, so that is it. I'm all done pretty, you know, fairly quickly. I pretty much was a little bit delayed because of the video, but usually it's 1, 2, 3 and I'm done. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, rate, subscribe, and to share and comment, and let me know if you are a Crochet Braid Gang member. Alright, so take care. I gotta go because I gotta go wash this hair. Alright, see you on my next one. Bye.